Good morning, people. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hang out in this fish room and we get everything done. That little flounder hanging out. He's looking good. All right, you can hear me. I can hear me. What's going on? It's been a little while. Yeah, let's say good morning, Bruiser. What's up, man? Good morning. Ionic Bigfoot. Right on. Good morning. Window Liquor. Number 5. What's up, dude? Good morning. Here's a. I screwed up this morning. Oh, that works. I saw the little fishy run across the screen. I always set my stream up with StreamYard, and it just creates everything, but I accidentally deleted the StreamYard thing, so I can only see, I gotta be in YouTube chat with my phone. Can't see it in the streaming software.
That's lovely, that is.
Heard that. Bot working, the voice. Cat. That cat? He got mad. Whoa, where's he going? These guys are hungry. They gotta be fed. So that's why we're setting up looking at them. But is anybody try the bot? Let me try the bot.
Bruiser CB said hi,
there
Jason.
We go. I heard it. Cool. Making sure that worked without the StreamYard link. All right, we're good. We're good. Awesome. Thank you. Anyway, I don't think I finished saying good morning.
Bionic Bigfoot Foti said hi, Jason. Surreyfield Aquatics said in the house.
In the house, right on. But yeah, good morning, Dennis. Bionic Bigfoot. Window Liquor. Southwest Florida Aquatics. Good morning. Good morning. In the house. Dennis Christensen. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Man, it was hot this week. Holy cow. Thank God this heat wave's coming to an end. Brutal. All right, I think I said hi to everybody in the chat. Hello to everybody else that's hanging, lurking. There's 19 people here. I think only 6 of them in chat. But yeah, let's get on it, man. I've been on in vacation mode for a few weeks. So I haven't done anything.
Window Liquor 532 said load and proud today, Mr. Manifesto.
Awesome. Loud and proud. All right.
Bionic Bigfoot Foti said hi, Jason. Thank God for AC.
Yeah, really. What am I doing? I'm walking in circles here trying to figure out what I'm doing. I need to get food, worms. Ooh, yeah.
Dennis Dumoulin 4720 said, good morning, nice people. Hey, Jason. Happy birthday, America.
Right on, dude. Good morning.
Swift Aquatics said, I'm always in vacation mode, retired.
There you go. And congrats on France winning last night in the World Cup. Dennis was happy about that. All right, these are white worms I'm feeding them. Have colony, whatever. I believe I got these from Brienne's Fishroom or whatever it was. I still have this colony going strong actually. A lot of worms. Holy cow. All right. While they're munching, I'm gonna feed worms over here. Everybody's hungry. I should have fed them everybody yesterday, but I didn't. Sidetracked. Got late and I went to bed. Even through the fireworks, I slept. Actually, it was a huge storm that rolled through right at that time everybody was setting fireworks off. I can't believe the storm. It was I don't know, 20 minutes, but it was. I was walking around the neighborhood this morning and with the dog, and man, there were stones from the guy's garden that were washed all over the place. Damn, that must have been some water moving. Cat was freaked out all night.
Window Liquor 532 said, wow, those puppies are getting big.
Yeah, they are. What is going on over there? There's a cat doing something. I hear it. Cat doing? Zoe, I see you standing over here. What is the cat doing? You hear that banging, but pretty sure there's a cat involved in that.
Windowlicker 532 said that what's she said.
Let me get over here. What's happened? Why is there water there?
Soifla Aquatic said any information on no planaria diff brand's price range from $39 to $71. Are all brands the same?
Yeah, I would assume. It's probably the same medication. Or whatever. Drugs. Medicine. Whatever you want to call it. Active ingredient. That's the word. Blackworms. Real quick. Breaking up algae wafer colony there. Add some water to that tank. The main tank is.
Daniel Velez 2047 said good morning, everyone.
All right. You guys munching? Plenary different brands. Price range from $39 to $71. Are all the brands the same? I don't. Well, I'm sure there's slight differences, but I would check what the active ingredient is. As long as those are the same, I wouldn't really worry about it. All right. I need to do some saltwater tank stuff.
Windowlicker 532 said, can't say here, no fish meds for sale in Canada. Bummer.
Yeah, that's a little weird. Like none? None. Let's do this. Watching these guys eat. What else? These fish down here. I'm looking at these fish. These look like fricatas or Gertrude. I'm guessing somehow they made it down into the Luminatus tank. Those are not Luminatus. There's like one Luminatus and two Gertrudes. Email up there in the mail. So maybe we can move them. I don't know. Anyway, here's the dude with his eyeball. Still feeding that medication or the food that is medicated. Oh wait, that's the autofocus. But he's still got this giant eyeball. I really am at a loss to put a guy. With that, that's cool.
Scaly Granny said, good morning, Jason and everyone.
Hey.
Working and lurking.
Good morning, Jenny Lynn. Oh wait, actually it was a little bit better zoomed out. You could see it in the. Bad it looked. It got real bad at one point. I actually think it was like it ruptured, or like it was gross. I don't know what to do with this guy. I can't seem to fix it. Zoomed out. Back to deep. Yeah, man, I don't know. But yeah, good morning, Jenny Lynn. Thanks for I'm just keeping this guy isolated. Keep trying. Hello, Sean. Good morning. Somebody saying hi to you, but
Bionic Bigfoot Foti said, morning, Jenny.
yeah, so that's where he's at. Here's the state of my saltwater aquarium. Not in a great. I've already got the water mixed up, so time to do it. Get on this. And the other thing I got to do, make sure, is I noticed that my RODI system is filter. It's the TDSs are getting really high. I think the last time I checked, they were 20 something. To me, seems like I got.
Windowlicker 532 said maybe double the salt for Buddy.
Yeah, you know what? That's not a bad idea, honestly. At this point, I'm kind of at a total loss. Medication doesn't seem to be doing any effect. I've tried the. I usually try and feed him like twice a day, that medicated food. Skip the day. Which is probably not the best option, but. I'm just going to feed him the rest of that food, and then maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll try something else. Alright, one thing's for sure is. I think. Yeah. Guide. Stepping on that. We clean this glass. We're going to do a water change. I'm going to put some salt water in there. We could probably do a water change on the flounders too. Then
Subluflaquatics said my row system is at 6 TDs when and what filters change.
it's at 6 TDSs and hang on. Moment. My RO system is at 6 TDS. When and what filters change? Well, 6.
Alishana's 9380 said I just lost my snowflake moray that I had for over 15
Oh,
years.
man.
Marine tank is unoccupied now.
Oh, that's rough. That sucks. What are you going to do? Throw something in that tank? Let's hope. Alright. That sucks losing it. That's probably a big fish, too. Alright, what am I doing? I need to get the RO or the... We'll go through that RO system in a minute here. And what I would do. If it's only 6 TDS, it's probably your... what is it? The DI. The deionizer. But I think today, probably going to change all the filters. Go through the whole system. I have like... This 21 seems high to me, right? In there. Whoops. Mag float. You can actually see what's happening in this tank. Or no, that's... I did feed that guy a bunch of that medicine too, and it didn't do anything. Come on. Getting sand stuck in between the glass. That's how you get the glass scratching. Scratch the glass any more than I already have. Alright. Oh.
Bionic Bigfoot
my
Foti said
tail.
I don't test for anything. I got Seattle soft water.
Yeah. Running a marine tank. Or I guess you probably don't need our... That water's pretty close already, right? Take this off. Clean this little surface skimmer thingy. That way it doesn't... Gets a little choked up. Some algae and stuff. probably clean the sponge that's in there too. Now you're a little low. Whoa, I get high. All alone. Uncle Smiles Aquariums, good morning. The eels just stopped eating, huh? I don't know, what's the lifespan of those things like? 15 years seems like a pretty long time. Shit. Totally forgot about that. Idiot. This system, it had all those magnets hanging on it and just knocked all the magnets down. Clean the sponge. Oof. Force around with that stupid thing. This back. Back. Left it alone. Get in there. One of the magnets stayed, so we're good. I'm gonna get those other magnets. Pipettes, look at that. Alright, I see them. Oh, I got... That'll work. Great ones? No. Right, make over here. I said, whoa! I get high. A little nefarious, whatever. Nefarious now? I can't even say the word.
Alishana's 9,380 said 15. 20 years, Jason.
So that's like, alright, so he was probably, you know, aged out, I guess, right? Whatever you want to call it. Stuck to that. Don't stay. No! The other problem is magnet. Can't get it. Oh, you're losing battle here, man. Get it to go that way? Keep pulling it. Something that's not magnetic. You just try to slide it down there. Let's see. Oh, that worked! One more. Can we get lucky? Nope. Gotta line this up. I feel like I'm playing, what is that game in Price is Right? Plinko? Nope. Up on each other. Alright. Made it worse. Have to stop this. Change in a sec. What can I use to make this down here that's not magnetic?
Dennis Dumoulin, 4,720 said, need a tractor beam, LOL.
You're right. Just the handheld one, though. Nothing too crazy. Alright, hang on a sec. I got too much happening right now. Put this back on. I think we're good on the water change. That. Blocking your view. You guys are still looking a little low here. There we go. Let me get this out of the way. Cords and wires all over this floor right now. It's wired. Still have that siphon overflow set up on it. I ran that for like almost a week on that one tank with the ghost knife. Then I haven't run it in like, it's sitting there for like another 2 weeks now. Okay. I think what I should do is, let's get this stuff out the way. So I can maybe. Had to get the bucket of water over here, so.
Windowlicker 532 said, is the killer clown still in there?
Yeah. There's 2 clowns in here. One sec. God, I had razor blade. Yeah. Come in here, be in your way for a sec. I want to get down here and just get you off the go.
That's lovely, that is.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Don't hurt the snail. Hurt that snail either. I said, whoa, I get high. I think, okay. Let me get the salt water over that way. I mixed the salt water like a week ago. Last week or something like that. And I was going to do the water change and life happened, man. Alright. Let me double check. Salt in this. Still one of my big paranoias. I want to jack in 100, like whatever, 20 gallons of fresh water, and then these fish are going to go belly up. But I did see the clown, one of the clowns. There's one. I see him in the back there. What, it smells like salt water. Yep. It's a little heavy on the salt. Well, 1.26. They usually run 2.5. What are you doing, puppy? Oh yeah, and I don't have any. Run with it. I don't have any jugs of RO filled up because I was going to change the filters. Because it's getting, CDSs are too high. Run a little salty, I guess? Whoa. Yeah, there. Alright. Try and put this like that. Go. That way.
Elite Menagerie Habitats said,
Hey.
when you're done there, Jason, you can come clean more at the shop. Holiday paid double time.
Oh yeah, there we go. Take you up on that. Alright, good morning. Alright, that's filling. I still got to put that. See, what do I got? Bonnie, you're a bad cat today.
Fishyman64 said, happy 5th, everyone.
Hey, what's up, Fishy Mo? Fishy Mo. Alright, I need something not magnetic that I can. Feeling this is going to be very magnetic. Oh, it's Actually, it's very slightly magnetic. Actually, this might work perfectly. My Ebo. Ooh, see how unmagnetic that is? Maybe so unmagnetic, I'm not going to be able to get it on the... Try again. How did I do this the first time? I don't even remember. I think it's back. That helps too. Get in the right spot. Alright, that's the right spot. If I just hold it there? Yeah! Look at that! Done. Feel like I was smarter now. Cool. Alright, this can go back. Back on my toolbox. Nope. For the speed square. Why is there water here?
Denis Dumoulin, 4720, said Golol.
What? Goal! Alright, there we go. Bot's having a hard time reading words. Why are we spitting all that air out? Wait till it fills up. I think there was enough water in there. Here we go. See one clown back there hiding. The other one's usually in the thing. Should have a dotty back. Here, fill it up. And feed it too. Pull those back. Canaplex can go over here with the meds. Now what would I do with it? Temp is dropping. You're alright. You're alright. It's... Whoa! I got the song in my head. A lot of salt creep here. Holy cow. Alright. Up. Almost. Done. Wringed out and washed. I said, whoa. Because I've been playing Fallout. Hearing this like same songs over and over again. And they're all from like the 1940s. 50s. 30s. When I get low, I get high. Alright, alright. Ooh, ooh. Ah! Here. We are incredibly full. A little too full. Hang on, hang on. That can stop. There's still that glass. Whatever. Put this away real quick. Water everywhere. Alright. Bucket. How do I not have a bucket? I got buckets here. Oh, damn it, I forgot about that. This stupid hose drips. That ball valve one that is like going bad, I think, on my fill tube. So if I don't shut off the water, the shut-off valve to the filter, shut off on
Congratulations, Window Liquor 2 on the membership milestone.
Nice.
Window Liquor 432 has been an extraordinary aquarist for 34 months.
Jeez, man. Congrats! We're getting close to 3 years now, huh? Wow.
Congratulations, Greg Guppy Guy, on the membership milestone.
Hey, 3G.
Greg Guppy Guy has been an extraordinary aquarist for 34 months.
Congrats! I gotta take some of this water out. Actually touching the gold. Don't mind me. Dunk off the bottom there.
Congratulations, Scaly Granny, on the membership milestone. Scaly Granny has been an extraordinary aquarist for 34 months.
Congrats! Everybody's been here a while. Appreciate it. Alright, I think get this down a little bit more.
Window Liquor 532 said, "Shh, we are scarring the fish."
Let's hope not. Well, I'm sure I am. Probably freaking out like it's the end of the world. Move. No. Ooh. That's that salt water. Ooh. Guess I could have went a little bit deeper on the water change. There's probably another gallon in there. Well, one thing I do not have a shortage right now is sea salt. Get it? We got it like shipped from Amazon. Got to tell them that we didn't need it. So we got an extra 2 5-gallon buckets upstairs. I need to bring down salt, and this one's almost empty. So. There. All right. Now, here, this reason is stuck to the lid. Slide this up. Like just at the cusp of falling out. Cool. Okies. And clean this up again. All this done. All right. Turn the filter back on. Something I'm forgetting. Off. I have an Inkbird sitting here that's not plugged in. Oh yeah, that was to this one tank. I gotta clean this room up, man. Still in like this transitional flux period. Did that start? No. Shit. There we go. Yep. Now we got flow. Cool. Need to feed. It's weird how salt water does. Streaky. Alright. Well, since everybody's here, probably way too freaked out. Alright. Tell you what, let's do. I am going to run around here and do some feedings. Oh no, there's a dead fish. What is this? No. No. What fish is that? That's not cool. He was not freshly dead either. Alright. This is going to be something. Bag to put it. I don't even know where my nets are. This whole fish room's like in chaos here. Here's That's sad. Let me that there. Let me get the trash bag. Hang on. Unexpected. What is that? The Geo or is that the Firemouth? I think it looks Geo-ish. That really sucks. Yeah, I think that Firemouth was. I saw the Firemouth like a couple of times, like getting territorial over him. So maybe that's what happened. Right. Edged in there too. Gross. Like falling apart. Already stinks. He must have been dead for a couple days. I just didn't notice it. Not cool. Alright. Take that off there. That. Definitely going to need to do a water change on that. Alright. First things first. Rinse out saltwater thing. Put that back on. Probably good enough.
Window Licker 532 said maybe big water change.
Yeah, well, we're going to do a water change. I only have so many gallons I can put in there. Unless I go back to using tap water, which I'm trying not to do. So, but I probably should do more than a water change. Comes down to it. All right, let me get the moving. So that's a all right. Sorry, guys. Only I would have caught in that earlier. Nasty. Just filter. What I should do. Thinking about testing the water, but I don't even know. All right. Well, that's doing that. Guys, let me know when I'm getting close to that line.
Window
Line
Licker
62.
532 said, has it been 2 weeks? I'm curious what's the numbers.
Yeah. It's been 3 weeks since tested, right? All right, let's test. Let me at least get the water. Testing a little bit here. At the 2. All right. Can you guys see this line? No. Help. Thumb is. Right there's a mark. Oop. Oh, now. Line right there. I don't know if you can see it, but if you can, give me a holler if I'm getting close. I'm gonna mix up water. What did I just do with that stupid? Set it down. I gotta put this. Oops. Equilibrium. Wanna. Empty. 2. Okay. Now this tub of RO water. Do the TDSs on that real quick. Wait, this is meter's dead. Yep. Battery's dead. All right, hang on. You know, here on the easy stream, everything always goes according to plan. And there's definitely no problems. Yeah, I'm just going to fill this up real quick. That's filling. Go in this drawer here, because I believe I have watch batteries in here. My little batteries, pupper. I know what that is. Button. What is that? It's a button. It's not the drawer with the batteries? Whatever. I swear I bought like 1,000,000 of those batteries. Of course, probably me. I put them somewhere else, and now I don't remember. Going.
Window Licker 532 said the BBA is almost gone.
I know. Isn't
How
that
is
awesome?
the HOB? I'm wondering if
Clear
cleaning
there.
it out like you have been, if that is helping with the BBA as well.
I think yes. I would say yes because every time I clean out that hang on the back, it is just filled with old like decaying algae basically. So I'm guessing that's just creating more nutrient. You guys draining real slow. Anyway, on batteries. 357. So look about the same. That's, ow, ow. Oh, dude. Thing's on there. All right, cool. Got it. They go down. LR44s. Are LR44s the same thing as Evans? Seemed about the same. All right. And backwards. Getting close. Oh, I need to turn off the RO. Where's the... I think that turned it off. Yes. How are we looking on that tank? All right. We're almost done with this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay, cool. That's full. I am not going to fill up the RO again because we're going to change the filters first. Let's do this. All right. That is mixed. So we're at least got enough to do the water change now. Go in there. Get that in there. All right. What are we doing? Water changing. What's up, puppy? Trying to fix my TDS meter. Ow. Not working. Batteries are either in backwards or I put this in. Where are the contacts? Tired of breaking my fingers on this thing. My fingernail. Let me get pliers. Now, the only other problem is the batteries might be upside down. Diagram makes no sense. See this right here, symbol of the batteries, and I guess it shows how they. But it just says plus negative. Like it doesn't even give you a like that. I don't know what side makes contact. I feel like it's this. Put it in. Contacts towards the front. Not turn on. All right. Let's try again. Turn around. Don't go that way. Yeah, go that way. There's only one way to put this in, I believe. Damn it, yeah. So the next option is A, put the batteries are in. That way with them. Alright, maybe these batteries are junk. The one that was in the bag. Oh, pupper. Going. So set this one. The ones that were in there. Four. There, that's the good one. Toss the other ones out. This one. Both the same battery. Otherwise, I think my TDS meter might be on the... These batteries are dead. Even though they're still in the package. Ooh. Yes, it works. Look at that. Cool. That was the battery. Alright. Alright. Almost down there. Let me... While we're sitting here doing nothing, I'm going to take a moment. Try and calibrate. Calibrated. That's the other option. Maybe I'm reading high TDS because this thing is out of calibration. And get this TDS calibration solution. Made by the same people that made this. Get off of there. It is a known parts per million. It's a saltwater solution. Saltwater at 25 degrees Celsius, 77 degrees Fahrenheit should be 342 parts per million. Well, temp is close enough. I'm gonna wait a minute because we're almost down here. I like to dump this little bit of solution into something else so I don't contaminate it. Getting kind of low in the solution. But let's use this. Let's use something else. Man, there's a lot of... I gotta fix everything. This whole world's coming to an end, man. Let me stop for a second here. Let's wait till that gets to where it needs to go. Right on the other. I'll grab a dish from upstairs. Alright, there's that. Enough. For now.
Window
By
Licker
the way.
532 said what happened to the good old days where batteries were just letters instead
Yeah,
of
exactly.
round little things or lithium.
Yeah. Yeah. D's and A or B or whatever. I don't know, was it B a battery? C's. C's and D's. And 9 bolts. Okay. Puppy, you look lost. What's the matter? Come on. Come here, you. You're okay. Lay down. Alright, let me get that little dish. Test that. Hang on. Be right back. Alright. I'm back. In case you haven't. Let's take a monkey dish. How's that looking? Good. Good enough, right? Right. Okay. A little bit of the solution. Just enough so I can.
Window Licker 532 said, don't get me started about cords and different chargers. Lol.
I have a. Every guy has this stash. Cords and chargers. Very reason. All right. 42. Ding. 267. Maybe I don't think there's. More than what is it? I gotta keep this out because I keep forgetting the number. 342. Alright, that's deep. 295. So we gotta calibrate. You're definitely out of calibrate. Be right back. I remember this is like ultra sensitive, if I remember correctly. Let me find my mini. Really help if I put things back. Use them. You know, I'm the only person that's like this. I feel like I'm the only. Suffering with ADHD, man. Nothing is where I left it. Screwdrivers. Memory of putting. Is it? Yes, these are it. All right, cool. Well, these are. Alexa, turn on the garage. See, hey, there it is. Actually, I think this is the one that came with it. This is a bad place to do this because you can't see that glare from the light. Did I say 311? No. Huh. Might have been it. It's actually reading 344, 342, 5. Huh. Real close to me. That far. Or two. I remember that point is like almost impossible to get. Right? 345. I can live with being 3 points off. I remember every time like any like slight touch and it's like 20 degrees one way or the other, so. Alright, that thing, we're just gonna call it as calibrated. Well, that was for nothing because we learned. We learned it's okay. Let's junk out. Put this battery back. Let's put this pliers back. Battery back. Batteries. Screwdriver back. Hopefully I won't lose everything. We're here for now. Oh. On the steps, I won't get it. There. All right, now let's test PDSs. Long way around for that. All right, we can go back down. Better? Better. From some. Let go. All right, 362. What I'm reading on this. 362. What are you doing? All right, now see where the RODI was. $23. So definitely high. What did I say this was? I got this. I forgot the number. $367. Let us put that in. Today is the 7th month day. Year. 367. That's actually down from last lately. All right, let's turn that off. Drain the battery again. Put that over there. Coffee, because costing myself doing this. All right, next step. Water jacking in. Be careful, because I sit on it. Laundry baskets everywhere. Top of that. This. Okay. Boom. Now, I want to make sure stir that up because I have. I think that's stirred. Disturbed. And next step. Hose or the pump. Again. There. Let's plug it in. Doing that while we're doing that. We gotta get out of the way. We're gonna change the filter, or clean the filter. Then we'll do the testing. And then we'll deal with the RO filters. And hopefully typical. One-handed. Sorry guys, I'm all up in your space. Here's what it looks like after a couple of weeks. Pretty nasty. A whole lot of Blackbeard remnants. See all that stuff I just stirred up? Doing that. I think that stuff just sits in the filter and just, you know, continues to release all the nutrient bombs, which then creates more algae. I do think cleaning this is an important part of the whole rid of that algae. But I think that, honestly, the best thing I think I did was started using the the remineralized water. I think that was where the beginning.
Window Licker 532 said, kick 'em when you're up, kick 'em when you're down. People love dirty laundry.
We got dirty laundry. That was that wasn't the Eagles, that was Don McLean, right? On his own solo. I think. Right? Kick 'em when they're up, kick 'em when they're down. Kick 'em when they're up, kick 'em all around. Nice. I'm just gonna clean this out. While that fills, we have this phosphate removing pads. I think that was another big factor too. Just trying to get that phosphates under some sort of control because they used to be through the roof. You guys remember that? We can actually look at all that because, you know, I've been documenting every step of the way. At least with some sort of testing. Yeah, man, there's a lot of Blackbeard remnants that come out of this. Cool. That's probably good enough. Put this all back together. That works. Biomedia back in. Phosphate removing pad back in. And we'll test all this stuff and see where we're at. Cool. Cool. Good enough. Oh, my back. Go around this way. We full. Gotta be getting close. Back in. I'm starting to find. Get in. 1, 2. Gunk. Hopefully that'll work. Kick them when they're up, kick them when they're down. You are in the water. Get it. Now let's try and turn this filter on. Just work. Of course not. Alright, that's bone dry. Let's deal with that first. Oh. Okay. Down, put that down. This away. Calgon, take me. Oh no, what just fell? Okay, no panic. Panic. Rule number 1 is don't panic. Rule number 2, don't sweat the small stuff. Rule number 3 is it's all small stuff. Rule number 4, see rule number 1. Alright. Alright. Back, put that back. Okay. Now, final step of this mess is to get this. Turn that off on my arm. Oh. Why? Can't do this. Hang on a second. You're alright, don't worry, puppy. Daddy's crazy. This is the only thing I can find right now. I don't know where my hammer is. I really think I need to be medicated for this. I really. Life is a constant struggle. Trying to remember what I was doing and where I was doing it. Man. Hang on. Unplugging. So, here on the Easy Stream, I can tell you that this. Oh, come on, man. Can't get it off. Level it. Start, would you? God, I can't. Come on. Get with it.
Window Licker 532 said,
Gotta take it out.
"Can you squeeze a small cup of water in the back?"
And it's full of water. That's not the problem. The problem is that the impeller is probably stuck. I gotta get it out so I can't really reach back here. Hang on. Alright, we got some of that. We got it off. Out of the way. Yes. Get this in here because it's going to be a huge mess. Water's going to come pouring out of this freaking thing. Oh my god. It's heavy. Heavy and awkward, man. Going outside here, but I'm going to spill a lot of water right now.
Bionic
life
Bigfoot
easier.
Foti said, "I got a Tidal 55 stuck, had to take it out and clean the impeller out."
Yeah, that's pretty much what I think. Well, this happens a lot, honestly. And it's typical for any hang on the back, so it's not like anything with an impeller. What Jesus is happening here? Oh, I'm soaking wet. Hang on. Hang on. All right. You guys hang tight. I'm going to go over to the sink. Water out. Just take this back. Set that down. Dump the rest of this water out. Oh God. That's probably why. That was nothing. The blackberry remnants. Like chocolate milk coming out of the bottom of it. Falling over. Alright. That's that. Let's turn this around. So just needs to start, man. There we go. I don't know why I couldn't beat it like that where it was. All I did was tap it on the side and it started working. Even though that's what I was doing the whole time. Sometimes I feel like the universe wants to make it rough. Because, you know, here on the easy stream, we're always getting it easy. Headphones off again. I stick my head back here so I can reach this stupid little nut. Spin it out. That looks level. Oh. Now watch, it won't work again. Like this. Get off of the plant. Go. Oh. I'm gonna need a nap. Let's try this again. Thank God. Hear it. There it goes. There it goes. Now it's flowing. Shooting. Okay. All right. Okay then. I need, where'd that towel go? Hands. Clean some of this blackberry out of the sink. Start Lily. Okay. Get a new towel. Free. Clean towel. Brand new. That in a pile to get washed. What are you doing, Lily? Let's put this wrench back before I forget where I put it and lose that. Oh. God knows where my hammer is. Probably upstairs, actually. That would make sense because I work on the house. Front room is finally like, well, it's not 100%, but it's real close. Painted it last weekend? One of these weekends. I was on vacation. All right, next step. Let's test water. Salt in there. The excess up. Boom. Lids. You guys can watch this.
Window licker
Clear up.
532 said boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. How, hey, hey, victory.
Yeah, I don't know. I knew it needed some percussive maintenance, but honestly, it's like one of those things like, why? Why must you make me struggle? Just to take it out and tap it, and it's like, oh, here we go. Good enough. Good enough. All right. Let's put you over there. Test this water. You guys are cool here, right? Cool. Bucket out the way. Bucket.
Bionic Bigfoot Foti said, were your intake fillet.
Well, my intake. Where my intake filter at? There is none. And on this tank, I don't really think I need it. Because it's not like I got any little fish I got to worry about getting sucked into the filter. It's just I don't know, precaution? I don't know if I necessarily Alright, I see both my clownfish. Alright, here we go. Oops, I scared him. Dottie back. He's under there. Clowns were right. One of them. Kind of see that one? There he is. They're living their dream. With some new water. Alright. What am I doing? Testing. Testing, testing, and inspecting. Do what I do for a living. Alright. One of these is the control. Lily, what are you skulking around here for? Grab you? Cat? Skulking Lily. Run, Lily. Alright. That's the control. I need to take a moment here and sip some coffee. Holy cow. Alright. Alright. I feel like that was a whole lot of work. Give me a battery warning. Battery's getting low. But it turned on, so we'll wait. Let's add C2. And we gotta mix up the solution. Oh my god. Cat has gone in skulk mode. I don't know what her deal is. Skulking. She's and Lily. Lily skulking. Shake this up. Shake it up. Yeah, it's a little cloudy. Stirring up all that muck. Also, cloudy from firemouth or that did you? Maybe that was a firemouth that was dead. Would make more sense. Because I did notice that like I didn't feed for like a couple of days. And he looked like he had a bloat, like his belly was kind of swelling up. I wonder if that's what... I'm pretty sure that's the Geo right back there.
Windowlicker 532 said, I wish I could share my cat is loosing it at the window as two chipmunks are running around the back deck.
She cat chittering to the little jaw starts moving like uncontrollably. Alright, let's test phosphates. Got 7 minutes on the test. Here's the count. Let's see, two. Let's get here. Little Lily. Trying to get in there, Lily. One of our cats, I'm pretty sure it was Monster. Montgomery Jones. I don't know, a bag of chips left. Came down this morning and there were chips everywhere. And they were spicy chips too, so I think only I took like a bite or two and he's like, whoa. But the bag's ruined. Thanks for that, Monty. Monty, why are you like this? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the Geo on this side. So, firemouth that died. Fine. Alright, let's test the phosphates. Okay. Okay. Next step, let's testing. Start getting filters. Filter. I changed the D because well, ideally I should probably change. Let's see. And I believe that stairs. So I got 2 minutes. Let me go get the carbon block filter. I'll be right back. All right. Carbon block has been found. I buy these in like packs of 4. Now, we got 30 seconds. Oh. Wait for these tests to be done so I don't forget about them. Phosphates. Whoa. .51. Hang on a second. That seems through the roof. Blue. Try this again. 151. That seems like way off the chart. Right? Am I just really low? I think a 151 would be a lot bluer. Blue. Of course. 1.44. Seems very high, right? Yeah, that is very high. Been that high in a long time. 0.44. Probably the dead fish. Probably from the dead. That's really high. It actually shocked me how high that is. It doesn't look that blue. I mean, it's definitely blue.
Window Licker 532 said, did you furt that last time?
That was a couple weeks ago I did furt. Definitely a geo. That was the fire mouth that died. Sad. The I did FERT last time, but that was a couple weeks ago. Nitrates are reading 12.6 on the nitrate. That's actually pretty good. That's higher than it was, so thinking maybe because that fish was dead for a few days, it kind of just started roof. The calibration. Two. And we're just gonna press. Four four. Okay. Gotta trust the number, guys. Six. Look at this in a sec. These real quick. Actually, I'm looking at that dye filter. It has like this kid. The resin changes color when it's like being spent. I don't think it's. Let me Right. Yeah, it was a month ago I put FERTs. So I think maybe here's where we're at. Nitrates spiked. Phosphates. Anyway, that's that. But let's deal with RO system. I'm gonna check this. You guys can check it with me. All right, hang on. Go for a ride. Try and make it less nauseating by making it black. Okay. Right, whatever. How's that? Looking good? Let's in here. Easier for me, for sure. Boy. Not the greatest view. Here. Here. How's that? Better? Worse? Probably worse. Not as good as I'm getting. Good enough, right? Oh, no, you can't see. These up here are the not perfect. Good enough. You can see what's happening, right? Okay. These are the the reverse osmosis filters.
Window Licker 532 said, do you write the date on the filters?
Did. Because I haven't changed these ever since I bought this new setup. The last one developed a crack. One of these containers here, and water would just squirt out. Suppose I could have used like JB Weld or something on it, but so I bought a new unit. It was a bigger unit. The other one was like 75 gallons per day. This one's 150. My other one only had one RO filter. This one has two. I was talking about maybe in the past, like you take the primary filter and then move it, or you get rid of the primary filter and you take the secondary filter and put it in there. I'm just changing all of them. This is what it looks like. So I think off, comes off. Unscrew. That's what I'm going to need for that. Oh, yep. Different. Nope. Blue one is the straight one. I'm trying to remember that. Man, grip on this. Wet. Green. I need a pipe wrench. Pretty sure of it. Let me go grab that real quick while this is still draining. Whoops. Yeah, there you go. At least that's in the right spot. I think it is. I have a strap. How the hell are you supposed to do this? I feel like they were supposed to give you tools for this, right? The only thing I have is to change the status strap. What is this? That's that. Here we go. Here we go. I think that's it. Yes. There. Just come over there. All right. I remember how to work this thing. I feel like you just need more hands. What am I doing? want to be going that way. Pretty sure. Oh, I've never done this before. This on here. All right, finally. Get out of here because we're gonna. Ta-da! The part with the nipple up.
Windowlicker 532 said, I think this safe with Jason doing this. But if this was Kenny, maybe a shocking would happen. He has some crazy Kencidents.
Yeah. Yeah. That guy is very accident prone. Knock you guys. Cool. All right. Put that in the back. Film tech, reverse osmosis, DuPont, blah, 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 blah. And here. Just put that in here. All right. New RO filter. Let me get scissors. Need them for the next one. All right, she's out of the bag. It's supposed to fit. Fits. Good enough. All right. Blue. One. Black. One. Here. Number one. That's all. I think. Yep. Set you over there behind. Fall off. Okay. Get out of there. Now. Red. It's the blue. Definitely gonna. Pissing all over me. Trying to let this drain a little bit. Need a better grip. This. Ouch. Ah, there we go. Man. Not screwing around with these. Filter. Next one. Stick her in the bottom there. Back on. Oh. Oh. Good enough. All right. This blue, red, that was a gigantic pain in the ass. Now if I can just manage to get all this stuff back without screwing anything up, that'd be great. That goes there. Cords out of there. There. Those filters. Okay with this? We're good. That little scrubby can go back there. I'm going to do this in a minute. These guys can stay here. I'm pretty sure I'm done with it. Let's put this back so I don't lose it. Anything else I took out of there? Not you. Not you. Back. All right. Next. This is what I was talking about, the DI filter. Resin starts changing color, right? How much you can. No, we're changing it anyway. Change all these filters. Start with regular old sediment filter. Okay, cool. That's a 1. Regular old, everyday, run-of-the-mill sediment filter. Looking a little yellow. Means it's working. I buy these by the, some case. I think there's like 4 or 5 of these in them. 1 micron. Some mouse filter. Good. Trash, trash. Throw the trash away. Whoa. Doesn't help that everything's soaking wet and slippery as hell. Yo. No, it doesn't have to be crazy tight. This is the carbon block filter. We'll do this one. Angle. Same deal. Spilling water everywhere. Pretty heavy. So, was it Southwest Florida that was talking about the RO? His TDS are getting high. I would try changing these two filters and then the DI before you even go with these RO filters. See if that helps. Because every time I've had the TDSs start to climb, I've just changed these three filters. That was good. It's mostly the DI, I think, that causes it. Because that one goes relatively quick. Even though that one doesn't look bad, I'm going to change it anyway. Carbon block.
Aquatic said thank you.
No problem, man. And if that's not doing it, then you probably got to think about changing the actual RO. Reverse osmosis filter, which are the ones I just changed. Okay. Here.
Victor Coco K30 said happy 4th of July weekend.
Happy 4th, Victor. What is going on here? Get this to screwing on. There we go. Doesn't help that this is sagging at a weird angle. And tight. And we will get it wrench tight. One more. Do this. Oh, I just totally jammed my shoulder into that nail. Oh my god, that hurt.
Victor Coco K30 said liked.
Thanks, buddy. Alright. Probably not the best. You can see, I don't know if you can see, but there's like a color gradient to this thing. I don't know if you can see it, but there's different, like the bottom is a lighter color than the top. Look at that. Get rid of this. I have two more of those RO filters. This is the last of the DI. Okay. Put it on the shopping list so I don't forget. Now it's packed. Vacuum sealed. Which I don't like because it dents the thing. Sometimes that dent does not come out as you saw in the other one. I don't think it affects its performance. Hope not. Look at the package these. Is it in that? But it's wrapped in plastic. Wrapped in plastic. Okay. As soon as I take it out, there's like a hair on it.
Victor Coco K30 said big rainstorm again tonight.
Yeah, last night was nuts. I couldn't believe how hard it was raining. Okay. Yeah. Started. Cool. Fell back behind there. Take it out. Hang on, guys. All right. Yeah, baby. All right, that's that. Now, turn it on. I have like a shut off here, so let's turn it on. Everything's gonna sit. So you can see this one's filling first. This one's gonna start filling next. Oh, that's filling. Now I'm just gonna let this flush. I don't know if you can see where I'm holding it. I have it disconnected, so close. Enough feather. Water is coming out of here. This should start filling up too. Aim that at the sink. Yeah, and it's like a black, like dark. I guess when it starts turning light is when time to change it. That was probably it was probably time to change it, honestly. I'm gonna let that fill up. Well, that's happening. Took her off. Off of there. Get out my trusty printer. Still has that date on there too. Today is 7th month. After common era. Anno Domini. Print. Oh, we're gonna make 2 copies. Off. Back. Sweet. Your water's spitting somewhere, so. Yep. Now coming out of this. Gonna let that run for like 10, 20 minutes maybe. Test it. We can test it before. We'll let it run for a couple. Try. It might just be. Alright, that's the date we changed that one. Cool. Alright, scissors go back. Coffee goes in my hand. Only finish a cup.
Danny Ken Aquatics said, hello, Jason. What
Yo.
up, fish people?
What up, Kenny E? How you doing, buddy? Alright. Rinse the dust out of this real quick. I'll let this dust it. In the meantime, hang with me, guys. Moving again. Oh. Yep, definitely Geo. Alright, so that was the fire mouth that was dead. Crazy about that, but that sucks. I'm gonna have to, once that RO system gets flushed, I'm gonna another batch of water.
Bionic Bigfoot Foti said, hello.
We were just talking about you, Kenny, too. I was almost wrecking myself, and that you probably would have had to go to the emergency room trying to change those filters. That was not an easy process, man. Holy cow. We'll see how it turns out. Alright. Oh! But on that note, while we're sitting here looking at these guys, they haven't been fed. I'm gonna go ahead. Some Evo. One pinch. Red pinch, blue pinch. Here, so you're not gonna be able to see this because the lights are off, but black ghost knife, and there's a bunch of L33. Do that. One of these days, oh jeez, plug you. One of these days I gotta clean this glass. Green spot. Meantime. 2, 3. These are hungry boys. Line Cave Tetra Tank. Synodontis down at the bottom, but you never see them because they always hide. Everybody's frenzying in the corner over there.
Congratulations, Daniken Aquatics, on the membership milestone. Daniken Aquatics has been an extraordinary aquarist for 32 months.
Right on, man. Congrats. Thank you. Some red and blue Colombian tetras. Look at those guys frenzying, man. Cool. Alright, moving on. Oh my god. Here. All goes well today. I'll be setting up L3 like a room and it will be done. Took over 2 years. Wow. Well, mission accomplished, I guess. Cool. Whoa, I almost dropped my phone. Good, man. That's cool. Pleco Cave. Alright. Plecos. Bunch of 333s in here, too. As well. So, there's also a ton of endlers in here. I picked up some more of. Been feeding my fish a lot of this. Like, this is basically what I've been feeding nowadays, because I got this from one of the guys at the local swap. I could have got it from Friendship Direct or whatever it is, I think. I don't remember. But it's big. It's golden pearls. near the 200, 300 microns. Perfect size, in my opinion, for endlers, guppies, the little pseudos I keep. Blue eye. So I've been feeding them. I feed that tank kind of heavy because there's this one, stragglers. The Ebo for the pleco and the catfish down there. One of Patty's catfishes. Pleco in there. And my bent. That was a Gata? No, Celebi. Celebi, that's still. That guy's got some sort of issues. I don't know if you can see how bent he is, but he is like a paperclip bent. This tank, all my Schultz Corys in here. There is a 333 in here as well. Tank's starting to get some black dirt again. Catfish. Those. On here, same thing. Hopefully he's in here. I am 100% convinced somehow got down in this tank. I didn't put him there, so I'm thinking maybe an egg because I didn't have a filter thing on that. Maybe I put one on that. What did I just do? A couple of Dolphoys in here. There's some little Corys. Pygmies. I believe the Abrosis. Yeah, those are the words. Those are words I'm looking for. Over here is nothing but fricatas. Off. They're not home. Them. One. Celebes. We just cleaned this tank and look at all the algae on it already. I gotta change the light
Danny
schedule
Ken
on that.
Aquatics said, "How are the founders doing, Jason?"
Founders are doing great. I just fed them beginning of the stream. That was the first thing I did. We can go look at them in a sec. Let me just finish feeding all these guys. We can end where we began, I guess. All right, these are my rainbows. Also 397s that I got from Maria Z in here. This tank I need to up with. Filters are getting choked in a while. But I also feed this tank for the 397s. I have paste, spirulina paste, like a putty. Get a little bit, make up 2 little balls, drop one on that side of the tank, one on this side of the tank, and that's that. They love that stuff. All my, even the, sometimes I feed that to like all the catfish and stuff. Worries. Definitely love it. I think we're done with this. We already fed saltwater tank. The only thing left to do is around. Turn off 125's filters. Let that drain for a sec. Feed those guys. Denison barbs. These guys are looking great. I love these guys. Bala sharks. Good. Loach. Yeah. 20 years old now. Rainbow shark's still doing okay. That guy right there. He's got to be getting close to 50, like 20 years old. Every time I see him, he's like laying on his side like he's dead. Oh, dead. I ain't falling for his BS anymore, man. Until I see him turning white, I ain't bothering him. That rainbow shark, he's getting a little bit pretty chill little dude. The glow, whatever, genetically altered, modified, the GMO. Alright, that's the fish. I think that's fed everything. I think, no, I did feed the. Okay. See the flounders, see if they're out. Oh, yeah, they still are out. It's real quick. Alright, the ride got a little rough here. Dude, you can see how fat that guy is. That's crazy. He ate a lot of worms. First of all, let me see what you're seeing so you can see what I'm seeing. If that made any sense. I know that you know that you know that I know. You need to see that. Alright, I'm pretty sure everything's fed. Let me double check here. Fed, fed, fed. Oh, I gotta feed those. That's what I got. The fry rack. Feed. Fed, fed, fed. Yeah. You guys are sitting there looking at that. Cool. Okay. White pets. Okay. Quickly drop some golden pearls in with. Mostly because I got shrimp in there and I want to make sure they stay fed. There is a fry. I should actually move these fries. What are we looking at that? Yep, yep. Alright, cool. Still got the RO running for a minute here. Put it out and let it fill up again. See where it's at. In the meantime, fat belly on this dude. Hard to see in this tank, but here. Heck. Better. Guy right there in the front. Still eating. Right? Yeah, look at that. Okay. Arrow. Look. Right there. Little lump. It's hard to tell on the camera, but this is a big lump.
Dennis Dumoulin 4720 said a live spaghetti. LOA.
Yep. He's over there. I see him. But that big lump is his big fat belly. I could see it in the real life. There are two more in here. They like to hang out. Usually, that was the other day I saw four of them, so hope that they're still alive.
Danny Kenaquatic said, "How long are they now?"
See. One is almost 3 knuckles. 2.5 from nose to tail. His body's 2 full knuckles on the side. This one, including his tail, he's all the way down to my finger. A little bit bigger than 2 full. Hiding. Kind of hard to see too. Him. Here. Man, these guys are really hard to see, but I believe that's him. He's buried. A hump that looks very flounder shaped. Yeah, I don't know where the other one is. I think that's all.
Windowlicker 532 said almost time for a bigger home. What's the plan?
I don't know if they. I mean, got four, whatever, 2-inch, 3-inch fish in a 10-gallon tank. Oh, I don't think unless they got. I mean, they don't get much bigger than they are right now. And I've had these guys for what, like 3 years, something like that. So, I don't know. I don't know if I need much of a bigger tank. I don't honestly. I would like maybe to try and trigger some spawning activity, but I gotta play around with that. I believe freshwater, like, flushing the tank with fresh water or something like that would probably something, or like that for a little while and then send it back to the salt, and that might be good. I don't know. Reading on these guys is a little, nobody knows much about it, and I don't think too much of this is actually, I don't think they've really been successfully on a regular basis bred in captivity. So, I don't know. I'm gonna keep them where they're at for now. Seem to be working. I don't know. Anyway, what time is it? Oh my god, it's 11:30. It is probably time for me to get out of here. Done quite a bit today. Yep, I appreciate everybody hanging out. I'll do this again next week. Same time, same channel. Got any questions or comments, leave them down below. I always read that stuff. I always answer all that stuff. Anything you want to show off behind there? On a regular. And yeah, hit the like, subscribe if you're not. Definitely hit the like. And we will do it all again next week. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, wait, I can't get out of here yet. I got to do a little yes test. Ready? How that's looking. Watching this whole time, so it is reading 0. That's a good number. All right, 0 TDSs. I can live with that. Let's put this away. Stuff away. Let's hook this back up, and we can start filling tank. Cool. All right, guys. Thanks. Did quite a bit. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Like I said, again, Here next week. Turn that back on the auto. There we go. Yeah. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.